shit. There's levels to this shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today I'm joined by the Hood Pope himself, ASAP Ferg. You know him from smash hits like Work and New Level, his streetwear brand Trap Lord, and you can check out his latest project, Still Striving, hot off the presses and available now. Ferg, welcome to the show.
What's up, man? I was a little nervous coming here. I ain't gonna lie.
That's not uncommon. A lot of people are. What's the headspace like right now?
Oh, I got the durag on. I'm good.
Keeping it cool.
I'm keeping it tight. Cool. I'm keeping it tight right now.
How are you with hot food?
I'm pretty good. I haven't ate hot food in a while. My family is West Indian, so, you know, in Trinidad, they make like really hot pepper sauce, but I left a lot of that stuff alone when I was a kid. I just used to put it on my friends when they would sleep.
You ready to get it going?
I'm ready to get it going.
All right, so this first one is Valentina Black Label.
Oh, yeah. Little tangle.
I want to start with Still Striving because the 13th track...
I already know it's going to get hot.
It's creeping up on you right away. Can you talk to me about Nandos? Is it true that you wrote Nandos while eating Nandos on the PJ back from Con?
Well, I didn't write it on the PJ, but that was definitely a real experience. First time I was on a private jet, I had some Nandos waiting for me.
For the uninitiated, can you explain why Nandos is such a big deal? Because between you and Post Malone and Kanye, it really seems to be gaining traction with the rap elite.
When you go to UK or you go to Europe, and you flying overseas, it's hard to find good food, so you can rely on Nandos to give you some good chicken. I'm not mad at these wings though. Like it got a good crisp to it.
Right?
Yeah.
We've really stepped up our game. You should have seen us on season 1. Really dusty wings, really bad wings.
Like some bad Domino's wings.
We had lots of complaints in the suggestion box, yeah. So, like most everyone in ASAP Mob, your love of fashion has been well documented, and I know that you had dreams of being a designer before the rap thing ever took off. So what I want to do is hit you with some of the biggest 90s trends and brands, and I just want to bounce them off of you, and you can tell me which ones are overrated, which ones are underrated, which ones you think are due for a comeback. Does that sound good?
Right.
Pele Pele.
Yeah, I mess with Pele Pele. Can I say I fuck with Pele Pele?
You can, it's the internet.
Fuck with Pele Pele.
Doc Martens.
I see Doc Martin trying to sneak his way back up I see Playboy Cardi wearing Doc Martens. And we be looking at him like this sometime, like, I don't know. I don't know about it like that. I don't know.
It could bounce this way, it could bounce that way, no one knows
it's like
yet.
this right now. Yeah.
Mecca.
Don't bring that back, no. You eating these so regular, like, is your wings the same thing as mine?
We can switch the paddles if you want, Ferg. I'm down for whatever you want to do, but I think it's just, I've done this week over week. This is now my life.
Your doodle must be hot.
The shit's hot. The shit's hot.
This one tastes like a tire.
So with ASAP Mob, you really seem to be part of this growing resurgence in rap where the crew is now very much a real thing. So I want to do something a little bit different here. I want to hit you with a hypothetical. So close your eyes if you need to. Because I want you to picture TDE, OVO, Odd Future, and ASAP Mob. We're going to hit you with some hypotheticals here, okay? Mm-hmm. Besides ASAP Mob, who would you put your money on in a cypher?
TDE.
Which crew would put on the best fashion show?
ASAP Mob.
You knew that one right away.
Yeah. We the fathers of this fashion shit.
If you had to do a 1-for-1 trade with one of these crews, who would you poach?
Man, it's hard. They some man. Can we pick a girl?
Go ahead and pick a girl.
But actually I say SZA, Kendrick, and Q.
And then you gotta give up 3. You gotta trade them.
All right, so they could have Nas and his chip tooth. They could take Addy, and they could take Flacco with his stinking ass. Yeah.
This next one is the Queen Majesty. It's the Scotch bonnet sauce. Oh, you can open your eyes.
I was still thinking about it.
Yeah, you can open your eyes.
You got the little wiggle going with it.
You gotta have your things, you know?
A little Harlem shake.
So here at First We Feast, we're obsessed with the chopped cheese, so much so, in fact, that we actually made a whole documentary about it.
I heard about that.
And can you explain why it's such a Harlem icon?
Chopped cheese is a Harlem icon because if no other restaurants is open, you can always rely on a corner store to make you a chopped cheese.
What's your go-to bodega sandwich?
If I want to get a little funky with it.
Get funky with it.
Yeah, I'm going to get funky. I'm going to get jiggy with it. Then I'll get a raisin bagel toasted with egg whites and cheese, scrambled egg white with cheese, and the turkey bacon. And we lit with a snapper.
Speaking of Harlem icons, do you fuck with nutcrackers?
Oh, you been in Harlem, huh? Yeah, you been to the mommy spot?
No, you have to take me.
Yeah, nutcracker. I definitely fuck with the nutcrackers. I'll be afraid of the sweetness because I know it's gonna get terrible after that.
There's little sweetness up front, little heat in the back, but not too much, just a little tingle. Ferg, just a little tingle for you.
Little tingle up in there.
All right, Fergenstein, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, and what we do is we do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram. We pull interesting pictures that need more context. So I'll show you the picture, and then you just tell me the bigger story. Does that sound good?
Cool.
How you doing so far? I feel like you're holding up pretty good.
I'm good. I kept thinking about Kevin Hart because his hot ones were so funny.
First and foremost, I love this outfit.
Yeah.
Evil Fergnievel at Yeezy Season 5.
Yeah. It was inspired by Touch the Sky video when Kanye wore the Evil Knievel outfit. I remember Kanye talking to me for about an hour. That was the longest we ever really talked to each other, and he was just like, man, you so fly, man. I feel underdressed. Like,
he liked the Evil Knievel wink.
but he didn't even say nothing about it. He just said, you fly. Like, I thought he would pick up like, oh.
He was probably like, oh, I think I've seen something like that before.
Yeah, exactly.
Look good.
You know, he got so much jiggy moments.
He probably doesn't remember them.
Exactly.
All right, up next.
Hey.
Coogee down, TBT.
Coogee down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa. I used to go to Catholic school. We used to have to pay like $1 to wear regular clothes on certain days. That was my time. I used to get fly. So I wore this Coogee. I remember like this girl I had a crush on. Her name was Stephanie. It was this Dominican chick, and she was just like rubbing on my sleeves and all of that. Like, and all my teachers knew what it was. So they was like, oh, his parents got money.
That's when you knew the power of high fashion.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
All right, so this next one is Dirty Dicks. Very aggressive brand name.
Dirty what?
Dicks.
Pause. This is pretty good.
But you do like the sauce.
Yeah, the sauce is good. Pause. I just thought about the name again. I'm gonna have to rip the tag off that and take some of that sauce home.
All right, so I want to switch gears and talk about a time, before 100 Million Roses, before the Get High video, when you and ASAP Rocky were just a couple teenagers running around in Harlem together. When you think back on the coming of age moments that you had before you were famous, are there any stories that stand out?
Me and Rocky met just being in the street. We was kind of like pre-famous before we just called it popping. We was popping in Harlem. It was this clique called the Rich Girls that used to throw like these boat rides. And they used to invite everybody. Like if you was somebody in Harlem, you had to be there. I seen him at a couple boat rides and we gave each other fives, and I knew some of his homies, he knew some of mine. And he heard that I rap and he respected my fashion. So we kind of linked up on that and we kind of came together and started making music together, and that's when we formed ASAP. Well, we joined ASAP because ASAP was already formed through Yams.
What was like the dream at that time? Was it a music dream?
No, it wasn't a music dream. It was like a group of kids that knew about releases of Margiela shoes and hanging out at fashion parties in Soho. Yams is always a person, like a student of music. He wanted to take a stab at the music thing, A&R and projects and putting music together.
So Yams is kind of the GM in that whole equation.
Yeah, Yams is Yoda in the situation. Shout out to the Flatbush Zombies.
There you go.
Oh yeah, this is when it get hot. I smelled it.
You know right away.
I smelled it. I smelled the pepper sauce. Yo, you gangster.
Ferg.
This is hot. I'ma come clean. It's like on this side. It's not even on both sides. It's just this side that's ringing.
It's wherever it catches you. It just digs into you.
It's
it finds
ringing
a
right
spot
now.
in the molars or whatever, and it just
This
hangs
shit
out.
right here is lit. My lips are starting to tingle right now on this side.
Moment of no return, Ferg.
I can't even rub my eye right now.
No, don't rub your eye.
Yeah.
Don't rub your eye. So I want to talk to you about music videos for a second, because I know that you take great pride in the visuals, and you seem to be inspired by 90s era directors like Hype Williams.
Yeah, I love Hype Williams.
And I wonder, in this internet age where you have this proliferation and production's cheaper, do you think that that's birthing a new golden age for music videos, or do you think that music videos are getting worse and worse?
I think it's getting worse and better at the same time. You have a lot of kids that's taking their stab at it, which is a great thing, but it's a rack of videos that's whack, you know, because they just learning how to shoot videos. They never went to school for it. They're not trained for it.
What if you had a Jay-Z big pimpin' budget?
I'm gonna shoot a few movies. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we going to the Oscars with that. Word. Let's see what this is about.
This is the bomb beyond insanity.
Oh, it smells different. It smells different. Yeah. Oh!
You know right away.
It was a piece of that shit that just hit the back of the throat just now.
You don't want to be in that
Oh! Shit. There's levels to this shit. I'm on a new level. Nah, I'm not chewing this. I gotta just bring this shit down.
The old milk chaser strategy.
The milk probably make it worse. Low key. Woo!
There it is. There it is.
Woo!
You good?
My head is starting to tingle.
That's a brilliant segue, Ferg, because, you know, given your
You're trying
cover
to talk
art,
to me still.
given your cover art, you got it, man. So, given your fashion choice today, and given the number of durag cameos that I see on your Instagram, I think it's safe to say that you're one of the biggest durag fanatics in hip hop right now. So what I want to do is bounce some other icons of the genre, some other durag icons off of you, and I want to see the looks that you like, the ones you don't like as much, and maybe you can rank them, and we'll just go from there. Does that sound good?
Bet.
All right, laptop.
I'm like crying right now.
It happens. It happens.
My nose is running. I feel like a kid.
First up, we had to start here. Nelly.
Nelly definitely had the good do-rags. He started going fades on us. We saw the do-rags less and less. The more country he went, the more fades he went.
The durag club
Kind of lost his
like,
do-rag roots a little bit.
yeah, so you guys stopped sending him the newsletters and stuff.
Exactly. Shout out to Nelly.
All right, up next, Eminem. He had a durag era.
Yeah, that's funny, because I don't know if white people could get waves.
And he'd have like Carolina blue ones.
I don't know
he'd
the
have white
vision.
ones.
Yeah, he was winning to go with his outfits, right? My lips feel swollen now, by the way.
Now Coolio, his was
Whoa,
interesting
I never seen that.
because he'd go antlers out.
Man, he go antlers out everywhere. I seen him in the airport, and all he has is the antlers now. He has a bald head with just the braids now. And I don't even know how he gets them to stand up like that. Maybe he's talking to aliens with those things, but
Little more bandana,
yeah.
but Brett Michaels.
Brett Michaels. Yeah, that's cool. That's what he does. I always wondered what it was like under that. I used to watch his show, and I always wondered what his hairline was like.
It's got to be worse than mine. That's why he has
But
that
you got
thing
like a
going
little,
on.
and you got like a little mirage happening right now, like to where the way the light hits it, you got like a sting thing happening right now.
Thank you, Ferg. I
Yeah,
appreciate
like-
that. Ja Rule.
Ja
He used to
Rule.
leave it completely undone
That's
sometimes.
a fresh, brand new durag out the pack. Whatever red carpet he was on, he probably left the package right on the floor, because you could see the creases in the durag right there. But his strings is untouched. He didn't even tie that ever. He just threw it over the head.
Good look, bad look. What do you think of
I
it?
fuck with that look.
I got one more for you. Spooky Black.
Spooky Black. I fuck with Spooky Black. Yeah, I fuck with him. Yeah, I like that look. I like that look for him.
Who's the king? Who's the king of Durag Mountain?
I'm the king of Durag Mountain. Ja Rule is second. And Spooky Black is third.
Bronze medal for Spooky Black.
Yeah, shout out to Spooky Black. I'm serious. This whole side of my lips is like, I feel like blisters is happening right now.
Yeah, it happens. So this is Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage.
Yo, I thought it was gone. Nah, I already know. I'm scared to lick the top of my teeth. Nah. You start to smell it first.
And then you kind of get in your head a little bit.
That one hit my eye. I'm gonna explain what it is right now so the viewers know what's happening. My eyes is tearing right now. My lip, it feels like it's been burnt by a coal on this whole side right here. So it's starting to numb up. And every time it's hard for me to talk a little bit because my throat is burning right now. And every time I swallow, I get another hit of it.
So you've collaborated with such an extreme range of artists, from Ariana Grande and Madonna to Missy Elliott, and even touring with Skrillex. Who was the most fun? Who turned the studio into a party?
I want to say Skrillex because Skrillex, I was at his house in LA. And Skrillex, he had Diplo there too. Out of nowhere, it was like Cannibal, the comedian. Is it Cannibal or Hannibal?
Hannibal Buress?
Hannibal, yeah, Hannibal. And he was drunk as fuck. Katy Perry walked in out of nowhere. And he throws the beat on, which is Hungry Ham. And Diplo starts to rap on it. And Hannibal starts to rap on it too. And then this dude, Skrillex Sonny, he started to do ad-libs on like Diplo's tracks and stuff like that. So I got a version of all of those guys. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now because my mouth is burning. But I got a version of all of them on the track. And I gotta see if he still has that. I may put it out.
Who'd you learn the most from?
Diddy. And I was just watching them and speaking to him.
Who had the place decked out in aromatherapy candles and Persian rugs? Who's the big vibe person?
That's Madonna.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be. I thought it would be.
I went to Jungle Studios and she had candles and was asking me if I wanted tea. She was doing all of this while she had grills in her mouth.
Yeah.
And when I pulled up, she had all her lyrics like printed out on a sheet of paper.
Total pro.
Yeah, it was dope. Yo,
who would you choose?
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
It comes back. You think it's gone, but it pulls up.
That's the thing. It just did it to me. That's the thing about hot sauce. You know, it's just like it's always chasing you.
And it's like the back of the tongue right now.
You know, you catch a flake or something. Eyes start tearing up. All right, well, with that as a segue.
Nah, that's yellow. Why is this one yellow?
This is the last dab. It's a tough one. And it's tradition to put a little dab on the last wing.
Nah, it's enough dabs on this.
You don't have to if you don't want to, Ferg.
The dab is played out now. Nobody's dabbing no more. You did it, so I'm gonna do it. My lips are still burning.
Yeah, that's, you know, other guests, we've had them do a little schmear action. You can kind of control it a little bit more. That's smart. That's a veteran move. That's a veteran move, Ferg.
I'm finna play with this like this.
All right, Ferg. My man. Cheers.
Cheers. Nah, this is unfair. I smell it already before I even taste it.
You know.
Oh, this is sneaky. It's a sneaky little bastard right here.
And then the wave comes out.
Yeah. Oh! Yo. That right there is a sneaky bastard.
That should have been the tagline.
I make it a little lightheaded when I stand up. And my lip tingling, that one is rocking me still. I don't ever want to meet that again.
One more question for you, Ferg. So you're an accomplished artist, one of the hottest rappers in the game, but I know that deep down you're still a cozy boy at heart. When you're done prospering, when you're done striving, I know that you just really want to settle into the couch with some Netflix. So while The Last Dab is hitting on you and coming up, can you recommend a show for the people out there? What is ASAP Ferg binge watching right now?
All right, Defiant Ones. If you're a musician and you love music, you will love that. 4 episodes, I watch all of them, and I watch them mad times. Yeah, Insecure, I just started watching that, which is a dope show. Power, of course, like that's every Sunday. Shout out to Mona though, she making her bread, but this is bullshit television. Oh, I have another favorite show. It's Nuts and Bolts on Vice. Cartoons, love that show. Jim Henson, claymation, all of that. I'm a sports guy, I like to go to the events. I don't really catch it on TV like that, because I'm just always traveling. I met LeBron, actually, in Toronto for Caravana, and he's cool, he came. Oh, it just hit me.
Ferg, you made it through. You watch a lot of TV and you can crush some chicken wings. Now, there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you, Ferg. This camera, or this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
All right, man, still striving. Out now. I was traveling for so long, all year long, that when I came home, I just wanted an excuse to hang out with my friends and make dope music. So that's what you will hear on the project. So shout outs to everybody doing it. Shout outs to you for being a G and introducing me to all of these hot sauces. You got too much sauce, it's official.
Way too much sauce.
You got a lot of sauce, man. You got a lot of sauce. ASAP. Yeah, I was gonna say if you could make a milk mustache, but you don't.
Oh wait, hold
Could
on.
you?
Maybe.
Let's see if it will work.
Try.
Yeah.
Hello, Hot Ones fans. It's Sean Evans. New outro, same message. If you like what you saw, throw us a bone maybe. Please, it is dog eat dog here on the YouTube streets. Hit that subscribe button. Knowing that you subscribed, it is seriously the only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. Thank you very much, Hot Ones fans. I love you.